All right, good morning. We'll get started. So I'll start by settling the body, finding a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight. Our torso open, hands in the lap right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. We try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning, remaining upright, but letting go of tension in the body. So having a sense of allowing the body to fall into place. And then let go of attending to your environment. Pulling the mind inward, constraining it just to the body and mind. Beginning to concentrate your awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind. And without judgment or frustration, lifting your attention up from that distraction and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, generate a broad and altruistic motivation. Intentionally widening your circle of concern, wanting to engage in this practice for the benefit of countless sentient beings, wanting to create and deepen new constructive, beneficial ways of thinking and acting, and wanting to reduce tendencies and habits and ways of thinking that are not constructive, that obscure our potential for tapping into our potential and often motivate actions that harm those around us. Wanting to truly transform the mind, to become like a wish-fulfilling gem for sentient beings. And then with that motivation, we will engage in a contemplation of the mind and its beginningless and endless nature and the implications of that for cultivating over time these constructive states. Developing an insight into how the mind is impacted by what is cultivated over time. So begin by thinking about this moment of mind, tracing it back to this morning and last night. Thinking about when we woke up until now. What thoughts and motivations guided that process, led us to attending today's class. And what state of mind did we wake up in? Can we trace that back to things we were thinking about yesterday, things that are happening in our lives this week, this month? start trying to trace the mind backwards over the past few weeks and months. Try to notice what patterns arise. And then think in longer periods of time, the last 3 or 4 years, 5 years before that. And again, try to identify some patterns. What influences, decisions do you feel have shaped the mind? and continue to go back to early adulthood, your later childhood years, and comparing and seeing if you can find commonalities. Stable interests or ways of being that even now are contributing, maybe in positive ways, maybe in negative ways, to how the mind is evolving. Trying to develop an insight into how each mental moment impacts the one after, and how these tendencies develop over time. And then bring the mind into the present and imagine the mind moving forward in time. Try to think about which of these tendencies you want to nourish. What aspects of the mind do you want to cultivate in a particular positive direction? And which do you feel like you might benefit from reducing the prevalence of, the intensity of? And try to think of a couple of ways in which you might be successful in doing that. And think about the mind evolving in those ways, moving forward, seeing yourself engaging in those actions and getting those results throughout the rest of this life, and then even imagining that process unfolding all the way through to enlightenment. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, created positive energy in the mind, and think that you offer that energy for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking may it ripen in whatever way is truly beneficial for sentient beings. May it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, disease, natural disasters, famines, any painful, harmful inner and outer condition. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment, so I might work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled, and may I and all sentient beings come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected from this moment forward until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.